Hi there, it's me, Gimitar here. I'm recapping One Piece chapters 981 through 985. Please subscribe, watch fully, and answer surveys linked below. And if you can send donations, thanks. Let's get started. Chapter 981. Luffy, Zoro, and Kid fight on it. It turns out the man who betrayed Kid was actually working for Kaido the whole time. Kinemon and team runs into trouble. It turns out there's a pleasure hall. Sanji goes crazy for women, only to get upset and come back. It's completely empty. And Tank Man Chopper gets sight of Big Mom, and Big Mom's kids are trying to reach Wano. When they finally almost make it, Marco the Phoenix shows himself and attacks them, sending them down. Chapter 982. The painter betrayer returns to the enemy with a beaten Momo. Orochi declares a public crucifixion. The dog notices that the cat has just arrived. Marco thinks is with him. He even had a letter for Luffy that read, "I might be late, but I'll be there." He had no idea that Wano was in such bad shape because news doesn't travel outside of Wano. Big Mom rage against Straw Hat as she chases Usopp and Chopper. Unfortunately for Nami, the sun creature made by Big Mom recognizes her as the person who stole the Cloud Zeus. Luffy runs into Ulti and she's like, "Who the hell are you?" And Luffy says, "No, who are you?" Chapter 983. Usopp and Chopper made an escape from Big Mom. Unfortunately, that's because she's after Nami, who stole her living cloud. Momo is strung up on wooden planks, ready to be killed by the enemy. Zoro has noticed that the more he goes into the castle, the more power users he's running into. There are Luffy. Luffy tells everyone who he is, and an all-out fight breaks out where Luffy is rescued by none other than Kaido's son. Chapter 984. Luffy fights against Kaido's son. He asks for Luffy to hear him out, but none of Kaido's men believe. And none of the Kaido's men believe that the boy before them is Momo, who traveled far to the future thanks to his mom, who was a witch. Luffy's subordinates watch as they wait for the summary. Law sends him and cat and dog onto the island where Momo's sister sees Izo, her brother. Finally, Luffy and Kaido's son explains how he was there where his father killed the leader of Wano, and he is actually a she, but she always wanted to be a shogun, and how Luffy reminds her of Ace. Chapter 985. On the snow, the samurai meet the painter who clearly knew they were coming. Kaido's daughter admits she's been shackled for years since she was 8 years old. Big Mom shows herself and Orochi gets his head sliced off by Kaido. And Kaido makes plans for finding the One Piece and to the depth of Wano and a new pirate-run country with his son as the new shogun. His daughter doesn't like this, and Luffy wants to rescue Momo. Please subscribe. Help get 1,000 plus subscribers. Watch fully. Helps increase the watch hours to 4,000 plus. Answer surveys on one of 2 apps available in the link below. 5 surveys for every survey you complete. You get $1. I get 50 cents for every five complete surveys you answer, and send donations to the Patreon page at Inventar Space Tunes, starting at $2 a month. Have a blessed day. See you next video visit. Bye for now. Bye.